And hello, everybody. It's I, Heroscape here. Hope you are all doing well this 4th of July Eve. I know I am. I've had a week off without kids, so I didn't get as much done as I wanted to, but it's good to be back. Sorry I missed you all Thursday. I was hanging with an old college friend. We were watching the second season of Avatar, and honestly, I got caught up on it. Hearing myself echo and trying to fix that real fast. I hope everyone is doing well as I kind of get resituated back into my streaming table. As you can see by the title today, that today is a sponsored stream. I was sent this Halushia that we are going to be painting so kindly by Wargame Trader. They do great work. I've talked to them, and I think I lost to them at Gen Con. I can't remember, but they the company sent me some stuff to work with. It's really a great place if you're looking to sell or list Heroscape stuff, especially like individual figures that are separate in packs per se. You want to list individually Halushia and Solid separately. I know the commons, there's been a lot of talk of listing those separately. I've listed things and sold things there pretty well, and they also have a wide variety of commission projects open. I'm going to be putting this on the website after I get this one and Sonlin finished in a later stream. And this is just one of the two big Heroscape figures they sent me from the same box, and I'll be painting the other one in a separate stream as I mentioned before. Most of you probably already know Wargame Trader from the Heroscape community. It's a marketplace like eBay, but specialized for war games like Heroscape and others. I've sold pre-painted minis there. For myself and other artists, players, and local game stores are selling there too. This is a really big thing if you're a seller. It's much easier to list minis than on the general marketplace. It kind of gives you a listing and it kind of does it all automatically for you. It has a standardized catalog of over 28,000 products, so you can quickly pull up the right item, choose the condition and details, and list it without building everything from scratch, which is pretty nice. It also helps with better pricing data because listings are tied to specific products. They support Heroscape, Warhammer, D&D, HeroClix, BattleTech, and a ton of other tabletop miniature games. The seller fee is also a 6.5% flat, which is less than half of eBay's. So if you're buying or selling Heroscape, painted minis, replacement figures, or other tabletop models, check out wargametrader.com and keep an eye out for Halushia after the stream. All right, so yeah, the special thanks to them. Got to read all that copy to make it official, So let's dive right into something I'm slightly better at, which is not that one. Around. All right, there we go. There we go. We're all good to go. We are going to start off with just some speed paint. I don't use speed paint a lot, but it is honestly a great base for Halushia. Halushia is pretty much mainly horse, and people who watch the channel know that I am not a fan of painting horses. They're kind of awkward with their shapes and their curvatures. So getting this nice kind of solid layer, letting the paint do the work for you, is a great way to start. We're using a big bodied brush over a Zenithal Prime, and we are just going to be putting this on nice and heavily. This right here is dark wood from Army Painters, a nice dark brown speed paint. And we're really just using the pre-lighting and pre-shading that we did to maximize our works here. What people often get wrong about speed paints is they often under apply it. They want to treat it like standard acrylics, or you want to put it on quite heavily, where it fills and flows into the right areas. let's see, for some reason we just lost our video feed, so let's see what happened there. I'm gonna switch scenes real fast as we kind of get reconnected. And there we go, we are back. Sorry about that brief delay, everybody. That's the joys of live streaming. For some reason, my USB driver decided to not like this. It figured that since this is a sponsored stream, it would just cut out for the second that I was starting to paint. But we are back, and hopefully we won't be gone again. As I was saying, we're just applying this nice thick layer of speed paint to give us a nice base layer to kind of build up some more of these brighter browns that we'll be going to. I've painted a few Halushias before, and they're honestly pretty easy guys to paint. It's just kind of knowing how the paint works on this model. I painted one at SaskCon actually, and for Spartan, just because I was bored. I kept on getting buys and I needed something to do. Welcome to Custom Scaper. I hope you are doing well today. Hope you're having less technical issues than I am having. What's the good news? I've been dying to know. You've told me earlier today there was something going to be revealed, and I have been most curious. Yes, I would like to know. as I try to put this onto a holdy stick. I don't have a large mini holder, so I'm using a small one and hoping this works the best it can. Okay, after we get this brown base layer done, we'll probably want to hit this area here. I always miss that part. You're going to ask your girlfriend to marry you? That is good news. Congrats on that. Marriage is what brings us together today. That's exciting. I've been married to my wife for, is it 8 years at this point now? Yeah, definitely let me know how it goes. That's exciting to hear. Best of luck. I welcome your boy Jenkins to the stream as well. Since this is our first layer, we can be a little bit sloppy with this. Like, we don't have to worry too much about getting onto other parts of the model. ScapeCon is coming up, and I have a lot of things to get prepped on the road to ScapeCon. So I'm hoping to get all those done in time, while also planning out my armies and doing some different things. But Custom Scaper, that is great news. That's good to hear. Hopefully it's a Heroscape themed wedding. If not, then, you know, understandable. But I've seen some cool pictures of like Warhammer weddings and stuff like that online. Okay. See, right now it looks a little sloppy. We're going to definitely be working on cleaning them up here. We're going to go down to a smaller brush, a little bit less big-bodied one. And we're going to start filling in some of these other colors while we wait for this to dry here. Preferably some colors that aren't entirely, connected to the part. Speed paints do take a few minutes to dry, so you definitely want to watch out for that. Dr. Pepper. I like it. We're using some drab brown from Pro Acryl now just to start base layering our bone parts here. I really like this brown a lot. It's kind of like a nice, just dirty brown that builds well into a lot of colors. I'm gonna teach her how to play. That's the plan here. My wife loves board games, but she says she's intimidated by the game of Heroscape. She says you know too much, and everyone you play with knows too much, and it's just I'm just going to beat you at 10 other games. And I say understandable. Gonna teach her how to play though. That's fun. That's really what marriage should be. Is just two people who get to play board games together for extended periods of time. You know, that's the that's the crux of a good marriage right there. Let's see. Do we have any background music going on today? Are we a little quiet here? We're still kind of working out some kinks as we transition studios here, so I apologize for that. There we go. We got a little background music. Let me know if that's too loud. And we are just applying a nice thick coat to these little bits and bobs here. If you want, you can use like a skeleton bone for these parts, but I kind of like layering up bone colors, kind of the traditional way. And these have like lots of nice ridges and bumps and stuff like that, so they layer up quite nicely. In other news, let's see what else is going on in the world of Heroscape. You don't hear music at all. Maybe I turned it too low. Let's see if that holds up. I believe it's... What is it? Is it the Bastion? Tabletop Bastion? Let me pull it up here. Just one second, I apologize. I do want to talk about this. The base layer, that's what it is. The base layer is a website Renegade has partnered with, and they are hosting a mini competition for things that you might see in a dungeon. You may recognize a certain necklave on that. That is one I painted up, which is kind of tough. I feel like almost I wish I could have just entered that one if it made the cover, but I'll have to find something else to paint. There's a first, second, third prizes, and everyone that enters gets a discount off, I believe, in stock, unpainted Heroscape. So definitely try to just, even if it's, you know, you're still newer to painting, check it out. I think it's on their email. They post it a lot on their socials. I'll probably be making a quick video if I have time, talking about it, because I think it's a great thing that Renegade has done. And just kind of partnering with some ways for people to do some mini stuff, and I'm hoping that they kind of continue that there. It's a good way to give yourself a little bit of boldness, and kind of will walk away with something. So if you're looking to buy some unpainted Heroscape from the site, then check that out. Any big plans for the upcoming 4th? I'm kind of old and cranky, honestly. Like, I'm to the stage of life where I'm like, I'm kind of seeing one too many fireworks, I think. My childlike whimsy has faded away. So I'm just kind of like, I like the fireworks existing in the background while I stay inside and play, like, board games. I kind of wanted to bring Heroscape to the family function to see if any relatives wanted to play. So I got some people of like-minded nature. You know, and build some America-themed armies. I was thinking, you know, G.I. Joe is really good for that. We have G.I. Joe and Cobras. We have, you know, of course, 4th Mass and Redcoats you can play as. I was thinking Cowboys and Indians. part of me wants to include the Deathwalkers, even though, you know, they're not necessarily America coded, but they are kind of like living fireworks in a sense, especially 7K. Yeah, I think this is about the fourth or fifth Halushia I've painted at this point. So I'm pretty familiar with them. We're just doing our base coating now. Base coating it's always the least interesting part of this whole process, but it is the most important. I think I'm going to start transitioning to doing some more just pre-base coated models, and you know, just for the live streams, just mixed up. Give us a chance to do some more different techniques like highlights and blending. It's just by the time the base coat's done, there's usually not enough energy left in the tank for anything else. I will say Dr. Pepper is the best soda. I don't drink that much soda anymore. I'm more of a coffee guy. But I always did love a good Dr. Pepper growing up. So I painted some revenants for Sir Heroscape, and he did a little video about it, which was super cool. And because of that video, I've had several people kind of reach out about painting the revenants. So I have a big pile of revenants I have to go back through and finish up here. But thankfully, I finally got my airbrush working, so it should be going by a lot faster. My output should hopefully be improving a little bit more. December time is a pretty busy time for me, just because of my real job. This is when all the bugs come out, so I have to work a lot longer and a lot hotter. Got you a skull demon? Ooh, like an official one or a 3D print? So 2 boxes of the ninjas of the bikes. I'm going like 3 or 4. I don't care if I have extras. I just have a lot of fun ninja ideas that I want to do. You know, I want to paint one like a Tron cycle, and there's a lot of fun techniques you can do on those bikes that I'm really excited to dive into. You know, make one decroded and rusty, and it's gonna be fun. I don't like Dr. Pepper, but I drink it for her. You know what? It's the sacrifices we have to make. But yeah, the ninjas on bikes are very nice. I watched your video about it. I keep on meaning to put a comment on it just to help it out. But yeah, the ninjas on bikes are very, very cool. If you all remember one of my early pitch videos for flag bearers, I wanted a ninja on a bike. He was more Vidar coded instead of like Twilight Clan coded, but I'm happy it's something I've been wanting for a really long time. So it's exciting to kind of see that kind of make its way. I always forget like the ninjas of the Northern Wind are Einar, because they just definitely feel like a Vidar figure to me. Okay, and for the hair areas, we're going to use a dark brown gray, just to give us a really nice jumping off point to get to some lighter grays and whites. The key to Halushia is kind of balancing all these different tones to make sure they don't get too muddy. And also kind of maintaining your highlights. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I was going to be streaming yesterday, but I visited my friend in college, from college. He wanted to watch the new live-action Avatar series on Netflix, which we were both kind of big Avatar heads. Or were, rather, maybe. I feel like my knowledge has declined. Like, I still love it, but I wouldn't win a trivia contest. But the new season is pretty decent for terms of live-action Netflix adaptations goes. I think just season 2 of Avatar is just a more better season than season 1. Just through and through. You have a lot more interesting plot points. So, it wasn't half bad. I enjoyed it. But I enjoyed it maybe a little bit too much. Well, my friend was smart. He said, I'll make you some ribs. But he put the ribs in when I got there, so I ended up hanging around all day just waiting for some good ribs. So that's how you keep your friends over a lot longer. Is just promise them some good meat at the end, and then they're there. I gotta have him on the stream sometime. He doesn't do a lot of like tabletop games, but he is a wizard when it comes to camera equipment and cinematography. I learned a lot from him in that regard. And so I know a lot of people are jumping into that kind of content creation sphere. So I thought it'd be pretty helpful to have him around. He sometimes streams and he does like Lego builds and stuff like that. Just a pretty cool dude. Speed paint just saved us so much time. The good thing about the new types of speed paint is it's not as like reactive as the old stuff was, the 1.0, where you would be very hard to kind of paint over it unless you sealed it in and all that. I like using it as a base and building up off of it. Okay, let's get some green going on here. Liven up the brown just a little bit. We're now going to be using just some green from Pro Acryl. This is a nice, vibrant green. It'll give us a lot of room to start kind of building up colors. This isn't on the official model, but I like painting his little tufts green on his feet. It just makes him pop out a bit more. You still want a snowman squad? You know, I wouldn't mind that. It's the I kind of would like a whole holiday pack. Would be kind of nice. I could see where would it belong to? What's the story behind it? It could just be a Phelan thing. They could be just snowman monsters. It could be. That'd probably be the best bet, or like a science fiction-y thing. But it would be maybe. It would be tough not to have it be too goofy, but honestly, just like some better snow creatures in general compared to the Zute and the ice golem, I would like to see. Like, I don't know, give us honestly like even like an Arctic Vorid expansion would be really cool, like an Arctic fox and kind of have some snow-based terrain abilities would be kind of cool. Snowmen that that'd be fun. I guess I care too much about the story. Just have them be just make it happen. Fill in the details later. It could be from Arboreus. I think actually like that'd be kind of weird. Almost like they have like sprigs of deciduous or evergreen trees in them that kind of make them come to life. You know, we kind of could use a Dryan squad. We're gonna up our focus real fast here. Alright, so for some reason it got boosted up and we lost control of it. There we go, that looks a little bit cleaner. It's a hard job filming and painting and talking and being somewhat entertaining while you're you're doing all this. Sometimes the cracks show a little bit. But we get the job done here. I think I just need to grow my hair out into an afro, just be a little Bob-esque figure. Because I'm pretty low energy. I keep it pretty low energy here. But yeah, I am excited for ScapeCon. I think it's going to be a fun time. I'm not doing the full like 5 days now at this point, but I am doing Thursday and Friday events, which is fine. I mean Friday and Saturday events. I lied. I'm a liar. I don't even remember what I'm playing. There's so many events, and I'm not wanting to bring every figure I own, so I really gotta buckle down on my army planning. It's really hard for me to commit to an army when there's so many options. Because I'm always like torn